Yes, indeed. It is just a few minutes past 7 o'clock. Welcome to Drive Time Discussions, Lagos. How are you today?
I'm sure they're fine.
Are you fine?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
But
you.
of course I am. I've been having a lovely time here since Tuesday.
Ah, great.
Yeah,
And you have one more day, huh?
Up until I'm stuck on you like white on rice till Monday.
Ooh, feels good.
Does it now?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Lagos. So just like we told you earlier, we want to talk about road tripping across the country. Mazino seems to have more experience than I on that front.
Tens and
And
thousands.
I would love to hear all the stories. You know, the thing about traveling is I love traveling, yeah. But then finding the time to do it, and of course, putting all the logistics, putting everything together, and then actually getting on the road. Sometimes I feel like, I wish someone would just do that for me and let me just come along for the ride, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well,
And then sometimes you also want to put a budget together and say, do I even have the money to travel?
you do.
I do?
It will cost you very little. Let's remind Lagos that the reason why we're talking about this today, we're actually still waiting for our guest.
Yes, we are.
Mayowa Balogun.
He sent a message that he's on his way,
He's on a road trip on his way.
He's on a road trip on his way. He's about 10 minutes away. So he will join us anytime soon. You can follow the conversation on social media. You can check up on our Twitter page right now at Smooth981FM. Hashtag is Drive Time Discussions. You find what we are discussing there, and we'd also like to hear some of your road trip stories. Okay,
yes.
Some of the weird experiences,
Good ones, the bad ones,
bad ones, ugly ones,
the neutral
totally
ones.
crazy ones.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah,
Let's hear it.
feel free to share that with us on WhatsApp 0809 4440981.
You might have a bit of Nigeria, a place in Nigeria that you think people should see, that people have never seen before. You might have somewhere you think Nigerians underrate. Let us know about it. Send that in 0809 4440981. Let everybody else know about it. I've got a couple myself that I will be telling about. Mine is all about the experience, actually. It's not just about the locations. It's about the people that you meet, the foods that you eat, and all of that. And the fact that Nigeria is such a beautiful place, but we just don't know about it. And we live here. We don't even have as much experience in Nigeria as we do when we even travel out. My point is.
At what point did we even become more about traveling out than staying in? You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you, because the amenities to actually travel inside of Nigeria are not there. The roads are not there. The facilities, the tourism culture, it's not there. You go to places where facilities have been put up for these kinds of things, like all the national parks in Nigeria. You see how deteriorated
they are. Yeah,
nobody's taking care of them. Have you ever been to Idori Hills? Now that place should be an entire museum.
I have seen the pictures.
Oh,
but
yeah, I haven't been. Oh,
I haven't been there. Okay, so there's this tour group that I sometimes roll with, and we travel the Southwest. And okay, so all the people who went to Idori Hills came back with stories of exhaustion of. Because they were tempted to do the climb. Hello, look at me.
Hey.
So, physical activity is not exactly my thing. So, you see, the idea of hill climbing did not appeal to me.
You underestimate yourself a bit too much. Everybody can do it.
Really?
By the way, when you get there are these old men who are your tour guides. These guys are perhaps maybe like in their 60s. And they climb this hill so relentlessly.
They do it every day.
They look at you and like you look at them, you feel so embarrassed that these guys can do it and you can't.
That's the problem.
But it's a very interesting place. However,
it's
derelict. It's undercared for. There is I don't know how this is possible, but there's one part of the hill. I can't remember exactly what it was. But they have this elephant hip bone. An elephant's hip bone. Is it the scalp? This is scapula. I can't remember. One of the two. But it's displayed in such a way that it's just you can pick it up and put it back down. And
there is no ceremony. There's no
security. There's no nothing. People just go in.
Are you sure they're not stealing it from there?
Perhaps you can even walk away with it, Seth. You know. So it was very discouraging when the two times that I meet. But the people you meet on the hill. Oh my word. Very, very interesting people who live on the hill. Who rarely come down. It's an entire community, and at certain parts of the year when you go there, it's thriving. Everybody comes back home. It's like
Lovely.
There's a village medicine man, the Sherman, very interesting character who's always talking under his voice. And in between words, when he's talking to you, he's praying for you as well. It's like I'm talking to you right now.
That. And I'm praying.
Well, but then he wants a little bit of cash at the
end. Of course.
But
one of the most amazing places like that I think I have ever visited, it's the Oshun Oshobo Grove.
Oh, okay. I tried to reach there once, but I couldn't because it got dark.
Oh, I found it a very, very spiritual experience.
Oh, okay.
Because I've never gone to a shrine before until that particular time. And everything about the place was just beautiful. The nature of it all, and then the monkeys. The place, I've never seen so many monkeys gathered in one place.
Reconnected to your motherland?
I don't know about being reconnected. I just felt some kind of connection. It was spiritual, so to speak, because we went to the river, and there was some form of what's it called now, like a prayer, like an offering that was made there, and then from there we went to see the some elders in the shrine there, and then there was a divination, and then we sat down, did the divination, there was prayers. And
what's your tolerance to traditional religion?
I love it.
Really?
Yes, I am very, very fascinated by traditional religion because I believe that it has elements that are very, very unique to us as a people, as Africans. And as a Yoruba child, I am very, very connected to that part of me. So traditional religion for me is something that I hold very, very dear, very, very special. Yeah. So going to the groove for me was an eye-opening experience. I had so many questions. I had so many questions.
Wow, interesting. Lagos, if you have one of these spots that you think you want to let everyone know about, why don't you send them a message to 0809-444-0991. We're talking about travel inside of Nigeria, not travel outside of Nigeria, especially in the new year. Everybody's thinking, where am I going to go to this year? How about here in Nigeria? Have you seen Nigeria?
Have you finished seeing Nigeria before you want to go to Dubai?
I don't think you have. But then again, there should be a call for us as a people to start to pay more attention to the facilities that will make people want to visit these places. Even here in Lagos, by the way, let me tell you this. If you go past Ekpe, is it past Ekpe now? Did you know that there is a military prison? I can't remember the name of the town.
I heard about it. Like an island or something.
An island, exactly. And it is so, it's part of Lagos, but it's so hard to get to. And it's like, it's an entirely different world on its own, and to go through the relics of the military prison where I think at some time Obasanjo was held at was such a beautiful. I haven't been there. I've only just seen videos of people who went, and I didn't go. I couldn't get there, so it was just an experience that I think a whole lot of people should also.
I would love to see that. I read about it on some blog some time ago, but then I don't even know what I was thinking. I was just thinking in my head, like, how did people even discover that this place existed? And things like that, to go all the way there. But it would be fun to see. And I think that, when we say, people don't go around Nigeria so much because, the facilities are not there, the infrastructure is really not there, and people like to travel out of the country. It could probably be that we're expecting so much. What if we just go for the sake of going? What if we just enjoy it for being there alone? What if we're not expecting it to be like other places? We're not expecting some touristy thing. And it's just, visiting one town and seeing how people live, seeing the tasting food, for instance. I'd like to go on a food trip.
Yeah.
Like just eat food.
You bet. Tell you what we should do. Let's take this break now. And when we get back, Lagos, we'll be introducing our guest in on the show today instead of time discussions. We'll be right back.
Okay, so let's take more messages. Remember 0809 444 0981. That's the number. Yinka says, Mr. Ajala travel all over Nigeria. So my wife dragged me to Igbeti in Oyo State for Owambe, which I grudgingly
we need to write.
Which I grudgingly embarked on from Ogbomosho to Igbeti. Is some crazy 7-hour drive, and at a point there's no phone network, so your car has to be on top, in tip-top shape. Getting to Igbeti, it was beautiful. It was encompassed by the mountains. It was crazily cold. But the trip is not funny, especially that dreaded Oyogbomosho 2-lane road. with the trucks. I'm always scared of that road. That's what makes the driving uninteresting. Thank you, Yinka, for your
So
message.
you're mentioning all these places. People are just wondering, where is this?
But yeah, do you
place?
understand?
People
Someone just
You
told
have
me-
a good idea. You have a good idea because you've been there.
No, you know
and-
what? Someone
you know,
told me, I
it's-
met somebody in Port They told me that Oyo State, you can drive 9 hours in Oyo State.
Oh yes, you can.
Yeah.
That's how
Wait.
big Oyo
You
is.
can.
Yeah.
You can drive. You can drive 9 hours in Niger State. You can drive 9 hours.
I mean,
In
you know what? It's
Edo.
understandable because those,
You can-
well,
even-
you know that Oyo here, you can drive 8
Oyo
hours
is
in Oyo
huge.
State. That's how
Oyo
big
is
it
huge because I think we have some states in Nigeria that if you the land mass they don't in terms of population and land mass they have a huge land mass. Like I remember when I used to travel by road because all throughout my uni days I schooled in Unimaid and I used to go all to Maiduguri by road. It was a 19-hour trip, you know,
19.
Wow.
19 hours by road. Yeah.
Wow.
So
And you didn't have
if you're coming,
stops. You didn't stop over there.
of course you would stop.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
at
you know,
some
that's-
point, I stop in Kaduna and
Okay.
sleep and then wake up the next day and continue.
What?
You know.
But do you think it's 19 hours because of the distance or because of the roads are bad?
Roads are bad, actually.
Roads are bad.
That was-
many
that was
If you
crazy.
have good road, and then it depends on your route because if you go through, it's longer if you go through Kwara, Jeba, Mina, that's Niger,
Right.
and then straight up towards Kaduna. But if you decide to go through Lokoja and Abuja, it's
Shorter?
it's a little shorter because the roads are a little better. But the Jeba road, Jeba Niger State, that's a very very dangerous.
And by the way,
road.
I have to plug out, shout out to Buhari. The roads are getting better. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the roads are
Yeah.
They're
actually
getting better.
way better.
Buhari is working.
Way better.
He's doing something.
Actually,
Okay.
that's,
Roads are
fine.
getting
that's,
better.
that's is that a fashola?
Because
Is
he's
that
the
her?
minister of
I
work.
think it's
Yeah.
Oshomole. It's not Oshomole.
No, it's
No,
not.
no, no,
Please, oh, I know my current affairs. My mistake.
You know, so landmass, like I was saying, if you go through, sometimes like you're heading once you get out of Kano
Right.
or Kaduna, you're heading towards Jigawa. At some point, you're thinking, please, when is Jigawa State going to end? Because
Those
it's
states
so
are
weird,
big. Those
and
states
then
are
you
big.
don't even see anything there anymore.
It's just like
No,
landmass.
no towns.
Dust.
The villages, you see like 10, 15 huts, and then that's it. And then you're just going on this long stretch
There's no
of road.
service there.
Oh, there's network to a certain
network?
degree. Yeah, to a
That's
certain
good.
degree.
Million
Yes, there
things.
is.
And I go back and I get to this place.
Well, we don't know. We don't know.
I would like to challenge you, however, in any of your trips this year, if you can get to Gashaka. Go
Where's
with
that?
it.
Where's Gesha?
It's spread across Taraba and Adamawa.
You know what I want to do?
Yeah.
I want to do a 36 day.
That would be
Across-
fantastic.
That would
across
be
the whole country.
That would be
fantastic.
fantastic. Make sure it's
Like
documented.
3 months.
But you're
I'm
going to have
definitely-
to, you'll pace
Break it
yourself
into-
and break it, I guess.
So what we did with this one was that we did the eastern part, eastern and obviously and it's not too they're close to each other. All those
Yeah.
states in the east are close, and then Warri is not too far, Benin is not too far, Port Harcourt is not too far.
I think the southeast, they're closer
Yes.
somehow.
But they're more
Like,
connected.
More connected.
Yeah, they're more
yeah,
connected.
okay, that's
Yeah,
it,
that's-
right? It's
Once you
easy
cross
for
the
you to get
bridge.
one state to
Yeah.
another.
You and multiple routes.
Mm.
Unlike the northwest, this is the road.
This is it all.
And the north is big, man.
And the road from
The
Ah.
north
the road from
is
Otukpo
big.
in
is
Benue
big.
State to Taraba is one long. It's consistent. It's
Yeah.
just long like this for hours. It drives you mad because there's nothing to
Yeah,
either side.
pretty
There's
much.
nothing. You're just
It's
going
the same
straight.
thing from Maiduguri to
I have a
Adamawa
question-
to
I have a
Yola.
question for
You're
you.
just going.
Uh-huh. What is this?
What do you think is the most beautiful state you've been to?
The most beautiful state.
I haven't been to Taraba, I've been to Taraba. I think Taraba, from just my memory when I was young, Taraba is
Taraba.
very beautiful.
Taraba is actually
That's
very
just number
beautiful in a minimalist kind of way.
Yeah.
Let me put it so. But the most beautiful state I have been to is Bauchi State.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Really?
putting into consideration the wildlife that I encountered there as well.
Okay.
I'm putting into consideration. It's not that it's beautiful because of the color. It's just beautiful because of the outer worldly things that you see on your
Right.
way and all of that. And it's just consistent.
So what do you think is where do you think has the best art?
The best art has to be Edo State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I feel
It
the
has
same
to
way.
be Edo
I
State.
saw your photos.
Yes, and it's going viral now. Not viral. A little bit viral. You know.
They're beautiful. I've never been to Edo State, and I've always wondered, what it was like, and seeing those pictures, I just felt like we need. If there's going to ever be like a national museum, I mean, we need art pieces from there.
And that one is the one that government actually has some interest in.
Okay.
Okay.
So we went to about 4 or 5 museums across. There's museums. We went to the Biafra Museum in Umwa here. We went went to one in Owerri. It wasn't even open.
Yeah, down.
Was
We
it
went to
open?
one in Enugu
Yeah.
as well. Enugu.
Yeah,
it-
Enugu National
Yeah, I
Museum.
went to a bunch of I think 4 or 5, and the one in Benin is the one where most of them they don't have they don't have light. You have to
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
pay there for fuel to on the gym. Stuff like that.
A museum.
Oh, yes.
Local jazz.
And to be fair, like you pay 200 naira. I don't know how they're surviving on 200 naira per
I'll
person
pay
to
more.
get in there.
I will
That's
actually.
what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they don't have any government support. You know, it's minimal. And it's federal governments that are supporting it from literally.
And
the
it's
top.
such a beautiful. It's like
You
a
know
time
what?
machine.
I also feel like for young people, I think that this is on us to a certain degree. Because if I live in Benin or maybe schools there or have family there or something, and I have all this at my disposal, I don't see any reason why we can't have like civil society organizations or
Right.
NGOs, and we decide to adopt, even if it's just one of these museums, and we adopt this museum and say we want to really make sure that this place gets
It's
the
protected,
recognition
yeah.
that it deserves. The artwork, these things are there. Some of these artisans are still there, still
Yes.
making very
We've got a bunch of
beautiful,
them in nowhere as well.
very beautiful art. So I mean, we have social media, we have
Now we do.
now we have social media, now we have all this digital technology, now we have all this connection across the media in Nigeria, outside of the country. Why can't we
Listen,
do
Beyonce,
something?
I'm gonna let you finish, but we're almost out of time, and
Yeah,
I want
Kanye.
Mayowa.
Oh my God, I can't believe.
Mayowa to tell us what he's got planned for his next few trips and
Yeah.
what we should look out for, and any other.
So first of all,
information.
look out for our documentary because everything we do, we shoot it. We have pictures, we have videos. So we're gonna curate all that stuff.
Where can we find it on social media?
Follow me, Swag Daddy. SWEEGDEDY.
Yeah.
Follow Ife. Ife giving me social media.
Ifebusola_S.
That's better. Ife Busela. I remember that one.
You remember Swag Daddy?
Swag Daddy.
Follow Dexter. Dexter, what's your made with dexterity?
Made.
That's our documentary videographer.
I think you should have a website or something, or YouTube channel.
We're working on that stuff. So now, honestly, so it started for me as I like Nigeria, I'm passionate about Nigeria, and I want the narrative to change. And now I'm under pressure to do all these things that
Yeah.
the government won't do, what the media will do. So now we are working on making it a whole full
That's good.
thing, and I think we're going to go to the north next.
That's nice. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Thank you very much, Swag Daddy, for sharing.
Yo.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mayowa. It's been fun hanging out on Drag Time Discussions. Tomorrow is Feel Good Friday.
Can I say one more thing real quick?
Yeah, real quick.
The British need to give us our bronze.
They need to
sculptures
give it back.
Yes.
This is another conversation
agree.
for another
They're
day.
saying
Wait,
we gotta
hang
get it
on a
back.
second. They give it back with us. Are we still going to be putting on generators to go and look at it?
No.
Do we have
That's what I'm saying. The Benin
facilities?
Museum is
The
actually
Benin Museum.
Benin one
the
is actually
Museum
pretty
is-
wrong,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they know their heritage and their history. Benin is the one place where they don't play with their stuff. We have to get it back. Even if we spoil it, let us spoil it here.
Drop the mic. Thank you very much. Lagos, do stay tuned. We got Total Football coming your way inside of the 8 o'clock hour here on Smooth 98.1.
For 3,000.